Whether you're single and looking for someone to build wealth with, or in a relationship dreaming of achieving big money goals with your current partner, today we're breaking down 10 principles of wealth building to keep in mind when looking for financially ambitious partners or achieving financial freedom with your current one. Principle number 1, shared financial ambition. Whether your financial goal is to earn $100,000, $500,000, or $1 million, it is important for you and your partner to have shared financial ambition, drive, and hunger for wealth creation. Which income bracket would you realistically and ideally like to be in? And does your current partner or prospective partner share the same desire? When you and your partner have the same financial goal, whether that is earning a certain amount as a couple or individually, you're able to hold each other accountable for achieving those goals, and no one feels like they're bearing the weight of the financial goal alone, or like the other partner doesn't understand why they may be working long hours to reach a financial milestone. A shared financial goal does not have to mean equal earnings, as salary can vary by career and gender, but instead it's about being in alignment. Building wealth together can look like one partner being the breadwinner while the other stays home to care for the household and raise a family. And yes, you can earn more as a woman if you'd like. You don't have to dim your earning potential down to ensure you earn less than your man. A mismatch in financial ambition can lead to one person resenting the other's late hours or hustle for a better life, while the wealth-driven partner may see their partner as lazy or unmotivated. Principle number 2, money mindset. To build wealth as a couple, you and your partner both need to have an expanded money mindset. Money mindset is all about how an individual views money, how they view people who earn a lot of money, and what they think about their own capability to raise their income. If you or your partner believe money is evil, rich people are selfish, money is hard to come by, there aren't any good jobs available to you, or you think there's a limit to how much you could realistically earn, then you or your partner are experiencing a poor money mindset. Your money mindset is built in childhood, and the narrative you grew up accustomed to shapes how you view money as an adult. If you grew up in a family that struggled to make ends meet, you'll of course have a different perspective than someone who grew up in a family where money wasn't a concern and nothing ever felt financially out of reach. But regardless of how you grew up, it is up to you now, in the present, to rewrite the narrative for yourself and let go of disempowering beliefs that don't serve you so that you can step into the higher version of yourself who achieves her financial dreams. Things that you have always thought and believed about money are subjective ideas, not hard truths, and you can switch to adopt ideas about money that do benefit and serve you. Begin by realizing that no amount of money is a lot of money. Money is a limitless energy, and technically anyone can earn as much as they want. If you think X amount of money is a lot of money, or think that a price is too expensive, whether that's $300, $3,000, $300,000, or $3 million, when you view a certain amount of money as a lot of money, you are telling your mind that that amount is unattainable for you. Start repeating affirmations like, I am capable of increasing my income, or I am capable of being a 7-figure earner. Practicing affirmations every day helps you normalize life-changing amounts of money and see earning a higher income as a realistic possibility for you and your partner. If you're looking for a partner, it's important to ask yourself what your date's money mindset is. And are you dating someone who is willing to do the work to change their money mindset for the better if their current mindset is keeping them financially stagnant? Principle number 3, business versus employee mindset. The ladders of wealth created by Nathan Barry depict the 4 ladders you can choose from to climb your way into wealth. The shortest ladder is exchanging your time for money, which can be done by working for hourly wages or for a salary. This is the ladder most people choose, which unfortunately does not lead to wealth. There are only 24 hours in a day and 365 days in a year, so no matter how high your hourly wage is or your salary is, your income is capped by time. Exchanging time for money is the hallmark of the employee mindset. People spend so much time trying to find a good job to achieve financial freedom, but the irony is that you are not free when you are exchanging your time for money. In order to maximize your earning potential, you need to center your efforts on creating income without a job that shackles you to a predetermined salary or wage. This marks the shift between the employee mindset and the business mindset. In order to build wealth for you and your partner, you You need to separate your time from your earnings to the greatest degree possible through a business mindset. What systems can you set up to serve your target audience that do not require you to be present for the system to function? You need to find something scalable where income earned does not have a linear relationship with the time you input. Examples could include replacing one-on-one clients with an online course to serve as a source of recurring revenue. You could also sell physical products, digital products, software as a service, a subscription service, a membership, sell franchises, don't buy them, and so many more options. Be careful not to fall into the trap of starting a business that is really a job in disguise. If you start a business that requires you to be there every day to get paid, like running a hair salon or a house painting business where you are painting the houses, this is another form of trading time for money, but you can overcome this trap by aiming to build and own. Instead of working at a hair salon, own a hair salon. Open a few different locations and manage them so that you are working on your business, not in your business. If you currently are working for a wage or salary but want to transition to owning a business, think of your current job as temporary or as a stepping stone to financially support you while you build the business that can truly set you free. Remember that you can hire or outsource certain tasks in your business that are not your strong suit, like building a website or doing social media through platforms like Fiverr or Upwork, which connect you with freelancers for an affordable price. Principle number 4, retirement plans. While this is the least sexy topic on this list, not planning for it will make you hot and heavy with frustration. There are so many different perspectives on retirement, from the FIRE movement, which stands for Financially Independent Retire Early, where you strive to earn wealth in your young adulthood and then retire in your early 40s, to saving your whole life for retirement or establishing assets so that you have a constant stream of income coming in during retirement. There's no right way to plan for retirement, but your life and your working years could look drastically different depending on what you and your partner's retirement plans are. For example, if one of you is into the FIRE movement, you might choose to live a very frugal lifestyle now and not have kids, but you may later need to return to work if you run out of money or if you need to pay for your kids' college education later on if you do have kids. Retiring at age 65 is becoming increasingly out of reach in the modern economy, so deciding if you want to live a frugal life now to save for later, save up a certain amount of money and then retire, or work your entire life are all big considerations that could impact the financial futures of you and your partner. You might even choose to work hard to earn a lot of money in your youth and then spend your later years working at a nonprofit or on an altruistic project you care about for significantly less pay. It is important to ensure that you and your partner, or prospective partner if you're single and mingling, are in alignment with your financial plans for the future. Principle number 5, decide which purchases you value. There is no right or wrong way to spend your money, so long as how you're spending it aligns with your wants and needs. And since it's ultimately up to you how to spend your earnings, it's important that you and your partner are in alignment on which purchases are worth it and which are a waste of money. Some people value spending money on physical things like a nice home, especially if you didn't grow up in a home where you felt safe and comfortable, or a nice car if you worked hard to ride in style, or a designer bag or perfume if you're a woman who likes nice things. You could also value experiences like traveling across the world, flying in first class, eating good food at nice restaurants, or spending money making memories with your family and friends. Or maybe you care more about investing your money in assets or building generational wealth. The thing is that being rich is not just about being rich financially, but rich in life experiences that genuinely satisfy you, rich in love and happiness, rich in family time and health. When you think about it this way, you're able to see money as a tool you leverage to increase your life quality and overall satisfaction in areas that matter to you, and by aligning your financial goals with your partners, you're able to build your richest life together. Principle number 6, growing wealthy together. If you dream of marrying into millions but it doesn't look like you're heading in that direction, I've got good news. Whether you're already in a relationship with someone who isn't wealthy, or no one you've dated, liked, or wanted to commit to has been wealthy, no fear. Instead of finding a partner to pull you into riches, think about finding a partner who aspires to build financial freedom, business success, and high value assets so that you can pull each other into riches. It is so important to be willing to grow together in a relationship, whether that's growing together in your career, in health, in parenting and raising kids, and even in financial aspirations. Committing to someone with the drive to be rich is just as valuable as committing to someone who is rich in the current moment. Growing financially together and building wealth alongside each other strengthens your connection, and it's a story you could tell your kids one day about how you built generational wealth for them as a team. Marrying into wealth is a dream for many, but most of us also desire partners we genuinely want to be with and who want to be with us for who we are as people, not just what we can do for them or what they can do for us. In the end, choosing a partner who intentionally seeks to move in the direction of wealth and who has the drive and ambition to achieve financial status you both desire is a more satisfying method to marrying a millionaire, where you can become the millionaire. Principle number 7, never stop learning. The moment you stop learning is when your bank account stops growing. A lot of people think that they're done with learning because they've graduated, they're a certain age, they have a certain degree, or have reached certain milestones in their life. But the truth is that the world around us is constantly changing and progressing, and we have to evolve with it, especially in order to reach financial ambitions. With all the new technology and world shifts come new opportunities to build wealth and new problems that people would pay you to solve for them. Just a few decades ago, building a website would have been a long and arduous process, requiring you to hire a developer and wait a long time for them to finish the project. But now, if you want to open an online shop, there are tons of YouTube videos on how to build a website, and you can do it yourself in one weekend with platforms like Weebly and Squarespace. As the world evolves, new skills are constantly needed, and what better way to set yourself up for financial achievement than to acquire the skills, mindset, and strategies the world needs and rewards so that you can boost your income, earn more money with less effort, and hit your financial goals. It is so important that you and your prospective partner or current partner realize how important it is to always be growing. Not everyone seeks to evolve with the times, but if that's something that is important to you, then having a romantic partner who at least understands and supports you in that is critical. When you and your partner share the learning mindset, you are committing to growing together and growing financially together. Your partner's eagerness and hunger for knowledge can help fuel and shape your own, while having a partner who's stagnant and doesn't seek to grow financially can be detrimental if you're seeking to increase your own income and assets. Maybe now you're like, okay, that sounds great and all, but how do I accomplish all of this learning? Maybe you're busy, your plate is full, you have a full-time job, you have family, you don't want to spend a ton of money. Well, this is where principle number 8 comes in. Principle number 8, implement practical ways to invest in financial knowledge. It is one thing to become aware of the fact that money knowledge means the ability to generate more wealth for yourself, your partner, and your family, but it is another to know and to implement the right tools into your life to transform your financial reality. You don't need to spend money on an MBA or a ton of online courses promising you this and that, because we literally have so many resources for free or low cost right at our fingertips. You can invest in your financial knowledge through books, podcasts, videos, free courses, seminars, events in your city, networking events, and so much more. The most accessible of these are videos and podcasts. They are completely free, and so many of us already have YouTube and Spotify or Apple Podcasts already on our mobile devices. Depending on what your interests are, whether that's investing, buying real estate, starting your own business, learning a certain skill like marketing, social media, or copywriting, maybe you're into female entrepreneurship or asset management, there are so many podcast shows and YouTube channels dedicated specifically to any interest you may have. They may be hard to find initially, but once you find one or two you like, podcasts and YouTube algorithms will start to recommend to you other financial content that you'd also love. So you'll get top financial advice literally curated just for you. Some of my current favorite business and finance podcast shows are the Gold Digger podcast by Jenna Kutcher, I Love the Online Marketing Made Easy podcast by Amy Porterfield, and the Build Your Own Copywriting Business podcast for insights on writing sales copy. For YouTube, I like Alex Hormozi's channel as well as Ali Abdal. The beauty of podcasts and YouTube videos that essentially function as visual podcasts is that you can pop these on while going about your everyday life. Mindless tasks like laundry, getting your steps in on a walk, making dinner, household chores, sitting on the toilet, waiting in line somewhere, eating your lunch, commuting to work, and even taking a shower are all incredible opportunities to tune into a show to gain financial knowledge that you can turn into profitable assets. If you're more of a reader, you absolutely have to read The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco and 12 Months to $1 Million. These 2 books are absolutely transformative. They will change the way you think about building wealth, finding scalable opportunities, being a producer instead of a consumer, valuing your time in a way that increases your income, and building an audience that you can sell to. Even if you're not a reader, these books are game changers and you will not regret reading them. I know book prices are on the rise. Sometimes you buy a book and it's not as good as you thought it'd be. You pay $20 for a paperback you only read once. Libraries are free, but they don't always have up-to-date reads, and many books are very long and sometimes remind you of those work meetings that really could have just been an email. And that's where one of my favorite apps comes into play, Blinkist. This isn't sponsored by Blinkist, but I just genuinely love the app. Blinkist has a free plan where you can read or listen to the top ideas from books, podcasts, and experts in short 15-minute summaries called Blinks. It is an excellent way to consume the core ideas of a book without reading it. If you download the app and join the free plan, sometimes Blinkist will offer you an entire year of access to the premium plan for just $30, usually during a holiday or around your birthday month. Folks, $30 is the cost of 2 paperback books today, so to get access to a wealth of knowledge for that amount is kind of a steal. And once you build your net worth from the priceless financial knowledge you gain on Blinkist, you'll realize that those were some of the best $30 you ever spent, because of course investments with the highest return are investments into yourself. Principle number 9, plan to grow your money. How do you and your current or ideal partner plan to grow your money over time? Growing money over time helps you save for unexpected life hurdles, enjoy peace of mind, and have enough cash saved so that you can make decisions based on preference and not financial constriction. How you want to grow your money can be shaped how you were raised, and the same goes for your partner. If one of you remembers living through the 2008 financial crisis that heavily impacted you, you might be more wary of investing in the stock market and decide to spend money on physical assets like real estate and land. All of the ways to invest your money have pros and cons, and what you choose is a mix of rational and reasonable. For a deep dive into growing money and investments, I highly recommend checking out a book called The Psychology of Money. It's an amazing read, plus it's relatively short and straightforward. Knowing how you want to invest and grow your money and comparing these plans to your partner's plans helps you avoid tension with your partner over how your finances are managed, saved, and invested. Principle number 10, take action. You might be like, okay, well, all that sounds fine and good, but what do I actually do? Step 1, increase your financial and money knowledge. There is so much you can learn in this realm based on your interests. Whether you want to learn about how to quit your job and work for yourself, how to purchase real estate, how to market and run a business, etc. Check out The Millionaire Fastlane and 12 Months to $1 Million, both incredible reads, and start searching up financial topics that interest you on YouTube and on a podcast app to find channels and shows dedicated to your specific interests. Also, download the Blinkist app. It's completely free. I highly recommend. Step 2, once you build up some more financial knowledge, which you should be doing throughout this journey, and there is no such thing as knowing everything you need to know, you will go through life with a new lens where you see problems as opportunities for a business to introduce effective and profitable solutions to resolve these issues. Every problem has a business idea that could solve it, and having this mindset helps you see issues in your life and the lives of others, whether big or small, as opportunities for wealth building. The more you think about finding an idea in a sea of problems, the more likely your mind will come up with an idea because you're training it to look for one. You'll know you've reached the end of this step when you identify a problem you're interested in resolving through a business. And don't worry, if this idea falls through or you lose interest in it, you can always start over with another idea. Remember, starting over is not a regression in your wealth journey, but a progression towards your ultimate goal of financial freedom. Step 3, after you have an idea, find people who would be interested in it. This could include people in real life who are struggling with the problem your business would address, people online or on social media, friends and others in your social circle, and so many more. Talk to them and find out their pain points and what the root cause of their struggle is with regard to the topic of your business idea. And finally, create an offer. This could be a physical product that you make yourself or find a company to make for you. It could be a digital product like a course, or it could be a service you provide, a membership to a community group, a subscription service, or something else. Once you have an offer, buy a domain name on GoDaddy. They're extremely cheap, like a few cents, and file an LLC using Taylor Brands or Zen Business, and start building a website to host your offer on. And that's it. No, I'm kidding. It will be more complex than straightforward, but those steps are the core outline of what you need to do to go from observing a world full of problems to profiting off of a business offering a full solution. Okay, we covered so much in today's episode. As always, toward the end of every episode, I leave you with a big pink question, which is a powerful reflection prompt to help you practically apply sentiments from today's episode directly into your dating and relationship life in a transformative way. Today's big pink question is, what are your financial ambitions and what can you do in your dating and relationship life to bring yourself and your partner towards these aspirations? If you're single and mingling, this may look like dating guys who have a good money mindset, are hungry for knowledge and growth, and value financial freedom. If you're in a relationship, this could look like having a conversation with your partner about their financial goals, seeing how they can align with yours, and discussing how you can work together to achieve your financial plans as a couple. Alright, well that takes us to the end of today's episode. Follow Pink Positive Dating on Instagram so you don't miss out on daily affirmations to help you achieve your love life goals. The link is in the description. Also in the description, you can find a link to the show notes, which is a brief recap of the main points from today's episode. Wishing you so much love and positivity, and I'll see you same time next week.